morning, y'all. I'm telling y'all, okay? First of all, I can't remember if I said this in another video or not, but just in case, y'all know I have been having a really hard time. And but I am going to commit to at least one video a week. Now, really, considering that I have put out sometimes, 3-4 videos a day? Anyway, I hope y'all understand. I never anticipated. We always know that when we lose anyone in our life, whether it's a human or a pet or an emotional support animal or a service, it just doesn't matter. If we loved them with all our heart, we know it's going to hurt, and we know it's going to hurt bad. But there's no way you can gauge how deeply or how long it's going to take to feel like you can, be kind of normal. But anyway, I know y'all will understand that. And I'm just taking a little drive. I guess I'm getting a little bit of cabin fever. But let's talk about Miss Lily. Now, y'all, she, ever since I got her and she was tiny, she loved to sit in the window and look outside. Well, then she enjoyed that more and more. And you could see her when she would see my little hummingbird. Yeah, she gets behind the television, on the television stand. She gets up on the back of the couch and sits on that ledge. That's one of her favorite places. But anyway, when she sees a bird, she does that little chattering thing, that little, I can't do it. But it just cracks me up. So the other day, I was going to go out fairly early and do some watering. And so I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to take her out in the playpen and see if she's going to be okay with that. Y'all, oh God, I'm so sorry. I was up before 4 o'clock this morning. But anyway, so I thought she's probably going to claw and cling to that, mostly mesh playpen. And so I took it outside, and it was, it was still cool, and it has a mesh top that you can zip on it. I never used it with Miss Hazel because she was never a jumper. So I didn't need to do that. So, but of course, with Miss Lily, I zipped it up tight, and I took her out there, and I put her inside, and I zipped up the door, and y'all, I was out there puttering around for an hour, and she didn't make a peep. She was looking around, and man, oh man, she was loving it. I haven't been able to find a halter small enough for her. And I tried a little ferret thingy, and it was a small, so it was just a tiny bit too small for her. And, you know, I didn't want her to feel squeezed or anything like that. So they didn't have a medium. And and they didn't have anything at PetSmart that was small enough in the cat department. But they didn't have very much in there at all in the cat department. But anyway, so, you know, she has to be a house kitty until, or if I'm outside, she can be in the playpen. Well, I'm going to tell y'all, every single lesson in my life that I can remember has always been learned the hard way. Yep. Every single one that I can think of. It's been the hard way. And sometimes, oh my gosh, what is that? Y'all, that looks like, oh, I can turn your, can you see in the back of that truck? Oh, I think I zoomed you a little too much there. Dadgummit. You know, I have to pay more attention to the road than I do y'all's viewing pleasure. But I'm going to tell you what it looks like. It looks like a soldier with a pith helmet on. No, that's a lady. Those are both ladies. I don't even know what that is, y'all. But it looks like some kind of statues. So, I just don't know. I am such a dingbat. I swear. Well, anyway, y'all. To quote a phrase, it is what it is. Anyway, so this lesson with Miss Lily is no different. No different at all. So, I thought I was doing a wonderful thing for her. It turns out it was a bad thing. She is climbing up my screens. Yep, she's climbing up my screens. And then the other day, I know this sounds gross, y'all, but I do it all the time, and I don't really care, you know, blah, blah, blah. But Jerry brought me over this huge rectangular plastic container, no lid on it or anything. My battery went out of my hearing aid in this ear. It's been a morning from, woo! I love that pickup truck. It looks like an F, it's not an F100, but it's an older Ford. Anyway, so here I'm thinking I've done, you know, an awesome thing for her. Well, so she's climbing up the screens, and now I have that container in the back by my back door for my trash until I'm ready to take it over to the dumpster. So if I'm in a hurry and I'm not going outside, And one of the reasons I do this is, one, of course, I'm lazy. But number two is that if I go outside sometimes, or at least I used to, I would be out there forever. So I take my little bag of trash, and not one with like food that I've cleaned out of the refrigerator or anything, but like maybe the bathroom trash, paper towels, things like that. So I toss it out the back door, and then when I go outside, I'll put it in the container where I keep all of my trash until I go to the dumpster. Somebody's getting new carpet. So I guess, y'all, I don't know what happened a couple of days ago. I don't know if I had already thrown one little bag of trash out there, and then I threw another one out there. I do not know what happened. And it seems like the harder you try to remember what happened, the worse it is. And if you stop that, sometimes it'll come to you. So anyway, I opened the back door to throw this little bag of trash out. And I look out there, and there is Lily tiptoeing across the ground cover. I nearly wet myself. Thank goodness I was smart enough to go out slowly and walk up next to her and scoop her up. Now, of course, I wanted to just run out there. She can get through my fence. Now, y'all know Hazel weighed 6 pounds, and there's no way. She couldn't even get her head in between those little rectangles. Anyway, so I brought her back in, and I went through the whole house because I thought she must have jumped up on a screen and pushed it out. No, my screens were fine. I mean, I checked every window, big windows, little windows, window over the sink, every window, and they were fine. So, now my back door, when you shut the door, it doesn't latch. So when I want it to stay closed, like when I go to bed or whatever, I lock it. I just pull it in and I lock it. So, but then I start, because easily she could have jumped at that door and it would have opened at least a little bit. But when I went to throw out that bag of trash, I don't remember the door being open. So, and I don't think that if she did that, that she would turn around and shut the door. I don't think so. She's a pretty smart cat, but I don't think she's that savvy. I hope not. It would be scary. But anyway, so the only thing that I can come up with, and I can't even imagine this, was when I threw out the first little bag of trash, that she ran out and I didn't notice her. But maybe she didn't run out. Maybe she just stepped down off the first step. I just thought about that just a second. that must be what she did. Now, can I remember whether there was already a bag of trash out there when I threw the second, what I think was the second? I don't know. But y'all, putting her out in that playpen was the worst thing I could have done. Now, if I'm going to go outside, I have to make sure that I'm kind of backing out so she doesn't run out. The other thing I have to do is I have to not leave my front door open. She jumped up on the screen. I'm not kidding. She jumped up on my screen, and y'all know it's held together by magnets. She jumped up on that screen, and when it opened a little bit, she took this paw and swung it around and was holding on to the outside. Maybe she is that smart. That gives me cold chills. Either that or my air conditioner's a little cold. But y'all, why did I not think about that? Now I have to keep my door closed, and I hate doing that. Oh, I hate doing that so bad. Jerry even tried putting stronger magnets on. I tried putting the baby gate out there behind the screen door, which I have nearly fallen over a couple of times. She just, you know, a cat, once they get their claws in something, you know, they can go to the top of a tree. So, yeah, very, very, very stupid mistake the hard way. So you know, to buy an actual screen door for the cottage, it was built in 1950 something, I think. I know it's at least 65 years old, because it I don't know. I can't get that stuff together. But y'all, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. My memory is worse than ever. But no, I don't think I'm getting dementia. But I could be. One of y'all said to keep her off the table, to crumble up tinfoil and put it all on the table. I did that. I used a whole roll, practically a whole roll of tinfoil. So Jerry came over, and he brought Toby. I'll tell you, Toby's a little chicken compared to Miss Lily. So Jerry looked over and he goes, "What is that?" I said, one of my communities said to keep her off the table, to crumple up, you know, tinfoil all over the table. So there's somebody that thinks they need to go fast. But so that's what I did. So we're sitting there and we're talking about something, probably politics, and he looks over. I haven't been to that outlet mall in years and years and years. Anyway, he looks over and he goes, "What is that?" I look over there. Miss Lily is in the middle of the table taking a nap. She's taking a nap, y'all. Holy moly. Oh, gosh. Jerry got the easy kitty, okay? He's scared of stuff. He put one little paw on that tin foil. He backed off. Anyway, y'all, I just had to tell you that. And it's just crazy. And I'm going to cut this off. I can't see the little timer down there, so I have no idea how long I've been talking. But I'm going to be right back. I have no videos in reserve, y'all. Nothing. So, it's good to get out, drive. I talk better that way. So, anyway, I'll be right back.